Hello everyone, happy to see you here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have very interesting, quick, and I would say like relaxing algebra question. You can easily see this question in the middle of the screen here. So what do we have? We have 2 times 2 plus 2 inside parentheses minus 2 square and divided by 2. And of course we have right here 3 options on the bottom. We have A, B and C. So right now I suggest you to pause the video and try to solve this question by yourself. Write your solution down into the comment section and then we will check our answers. We have option A, option B and option C. So 3 options, so you can easily test your knowledge, and your age doesn't matter right here. Everyone can test their school knowledge. It's really great like to do this right now. Okay, so here's our question. We can easily see this question right here. To be honest, this is not that easy equation because we have like addition, multiplication, subtraction, powers, division. So we have all mathematical operators, and obviously whatever order of operation we select is going to create a different answer, right? So if you start, for example, with this multiplication right here, if you multiply right here 2 times 2, we have one answer. If we start with addition right here, we have completely different answer. If we start with subtraction, we have the third answer. Maybe we need to start with this power. We have 4, and we have a lot of different combinations. But in terms of maths, it's really great to know about one and only one correct answer, yeah? Because if you look closely, we have right here multiplication. We have the next thing, we have addition inside parentheses, yeah? We have subtraction, we have like powers, 2 square, we have division. So we have a lot of this thing which is called mathematical operators, and in terms of math it's really great to order all of this stuff with the correct order of operation, with the correct principle, correct method, correct algorithm, because obviously we can't solve this question with 2 different answers. For example, we'll be like, okay, maybe correct answer is 2 or 4, so let's try 2 and 4. This is wrong thing. Don't do like that. Just try to learn a little bit about order of operation. And right now I'm going to show you the thing which is called order of operation, and then we can easily order all of this stuff and we can easily get a correct answer. So right now let's look closely. Order of operation. So what I mean right now, here's our order of operation. This is like a quick acronym, a quick checklist, so we can easily see these 2 interpretations. This is the first one. I draw it for you. It looks like a stairs, and we have the second interpretation. It looks like a horizontal checklist, so letter P, E, M, D, A, C. Yeah, and right here we have a stairs, but the meaning is absolutely the same. So we're talking about priority, so it means that one element had the higher priority than another one. And if you look closely, I'm going to show you with both interpretation at once, okay? So the parenthesis has the highest priority. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to evaluate expression inside parentheses. We can easily see this in this interpretation. We can also see this right here. So letter P stands for parentheses. We're talking about this type of brackets. We're talking about this type of parentheses. Sometimes this type of brackets is just depending on what country you live in. Because, for example, a lot of students know a little bit about BODMAS, which is absolutely the same order of operation as PEMDAS, but PEMDAS is mainly used in India, in the Europe, in Canada, in USA. BODMAS is India, in the UK, but the meaning is absolutely the same. But this B stands for brackets. This B stands for the thing which is called brackets. But the first thing, in 99% of cases, the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna evaluate expression inside parentheses. We're talking about group and symbol. So right now, in the same way, let's try to scan our question, because parentheses has the highest priority. So for the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna evaluate expression inside parentheses. So let's scan. Where do we have it? We have right here powers, division, subtraction. Yeah, we have parentheses right here. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add 2 plus 2. This is our first step. So as a result, let's rewrite expression that we have. So we have 2 times, we have inside parentheses, we have 2 plus 2 equal to 4, and we have minus 2 square and divided by 2. And my recommendation, my tip, my prompt to you, try not like to jump and try not like solve this question with the chaotic method. Just okay, do one step at once. Okay, so parentheses, you do this and you rewrite what do you have in the beginning, because you can, of course, you can easily do parentheses, you can easily do powers right here at once, but I recommend you to do this step by step. So first of all, parentheses has the highest priority. Let's do this real quick. And second really important step, we can actually get rid of these parentheses, because we have 4 inside of it, so it's not like a negative, it's not positive, it's not like a complicated expression. This is only 4. This is not like 2 divided by 2 minus 2, something like that. So we simplify it, we evaluate this expression easily. So right here we can actually, I changed my pen real quick, because we can actually get rid of these parentheses. So I'm gonna cancel it, and right now let's write our expression. What we have right now, we have 2 times 4 minus 2 square and divided by 2. So here's our expression, and we can underline that we evaluate our parentheses part. We evaluate it. After parentheses, we move on to the next step. The next step is exponent. And to be honest, a lot of students might be confused because of this exponent, but we are talking about power, so we're talking about not like 2 squared. This is not like a general case how it looks like. It looks like a to the power x, where x is like our power. So basically we're talking about, for example, 2 cube, 3 to the power 10, and a lot of this combination. We are talking about the thing which is called power. And right now we need to find where do we have our power in our question. Let's look at it. I see these two right here, so I don't see this power in each of these elements, 2, 4, and 2. So I see these two right here. So the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna erase these two to the second power. As a result, we have 2 to the power 2 equal to 4. Okay, so let me just rewrite all of this stuff. As I said before, just do one step at once. So for example, power right here, we do this and we rewrite our expression. Like don't jump, don't hurry up. Yeah, minus, we have right here 4 and divided by 2. Okay, and right now we can easily say, okay, we complete these exponents part. We completed. We don't have exponents, we don't have power, so it's really great. After exponents, we move on to the next step. The next step is multiplication and division. So right here you can't see it because m comes first from left to right, but if you look closely, multiplication and division are tied for priority or importance. So a correct way to express it is to express it as a group. Okay, so because multiplication and division are tied for priority or importance, so if we have a mixture of multiplication and division, so let me just underline that real quick. So for example, we have two, let me change my pen real quick, because green maybe is not like a great one. So we have, for example, 2 divided by 2 times 2. So whenever we have a mixture of multiplication and division, as I said before, we have right here this line, so we need to evaluate it in a strict order from left to right. So division first and multiplication second. And of course, whenever we have like 2 times 2 divided by 2, we need to perform it in a strict order from left to right. But the meaning is absolutely the same. The rule is the next one. So whenever we have multiplication and division sign, we need to do it before addition and subtraction sign. Okay, so right now let's scan where do we have multiplication and division sign. I suggest you to like underline this expression. So we have multiplication right here, and we have subtraction. We are not interested in this subtraction right now, and we have division. So right here we have division. So in our head we can easily like put imaginary brackets or something like that. That we need to do this at first, because if you look closely like from another perspective, we have multiplication, subtraction, and division. So we have 3 signs. So it means that subtraction is all the time in the end, but of course I don't want to like jump in the end. Let's do this step by step. Okay, we have multiplication, division. I don't want to like jump until the end. Right here, addition, subtraction. Let's do multiplication and division part. Let's do this. So as a result, what do we have? 2 times 4 equal to 8, minus 4 divided by 2 equal to 2. And as a result, we can easily see that we complete our multiplication and division part. We don't have right here multiplication division part, so we can easily move on to the next part. The next part is like the easiest one. A lot of students enjoy this part because in this moment we don't need this order of operation anymore, because if you look closely, in 99% of cases, whenever we have addition, subtraction, mixture, we can easily do this without any problems. We have 8 minus 2, which is equal to 6. And of course right here we don't need this order of operation, but if you're interested in this, you can easily mention that you complete this part. So there are 2 ways how can we evaluate this question. So I'm going to show you the first one and the second one. The first one, step by step, just go from the higher priority to the lower priority and evaluate it step by step. The second way to do this is to like compare what things do you have in your question, because sometimes like you don't need to have this parenthesis exponent, and sometimes you will have, for example, a mixture of multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So for example, you will have like 2 plus 2 and times 2, something like that, like this expression. And you don't need to draw all the thing with parenthesis exponent. You can easily draw this quick checklist. Okay, PEMDAS. And right now you can easily scan. Okay, what do I have? I have A, addition. I have M, multiplication, of course. Which letter comes first from left to right? Of course, letter M comes first from left to right, so we need to do multiplication first and then addition. So the first thing is to write a full order of operations from left to right, and so this is the best thing when you have like a complicated thing like parentheses, inner parentheses. Sometimes you can easily do the thing with inner parentheses, with power. So this is the first way to draw, for example, these steps, and you go from left to right. And in most percentage of cases, you will have like you will have a comparing method, so where you need to compare what do you have in your question. You have A, addition, you have M, multiplication. What comes first from left to right? M comes first from left to right, but at this point I recommend you to learn that multiplication and division has the higher priority than addition and subtraction. So the first thing you're gonna do multiplication, division, and addition, subtraction in the end. Okay, so this is like comparing method, helps you a lot when you have easy expression like division, multiplication, addition, and then you comparing, okay, I have this one, this one, this one, this letter comes first from left to right, this one second, this one third, and I go through the steps real quick. In our question, the best method is this one because you see these like steps from the top to the bottom. So we have parentheses, then we have exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. But you can also use this comparing method. Okay, so here's our 6 is a correct answer. Right now, let's go in the beginning right here. So what do we have? We in the beginning we were confused because we didn't know what is the correct answer, correct approach. But in the same way, this is like a tricky question because we don't have the 6 right here. So a lot of students may be thinking maybe A is a correct answer, we don't have 6 right here. Maybe B is a correct answer, we don't have 6 right here. So but a lot of students understand this quick trick right here because 3 factorial, this is the same as 6. So a correct answer to our question is 3 factorial, so you can easily be proud of yourself when you choose this 3 factorial. And the correct answer to this question is option C. When you choose this option B, you need to review a little bit your basic math because this is a wrong answer, a wrong approach, because we need to know about order of operation. Maybe somehow we can get 2 as a correct answer, 4 as a correct answer when we solve this question absolutely randomly, when we do whatever we want. For example, I say I want, for example, subtract it first, then I want to add it first. Then in that cases you're gonna have maybe B or A as a correct answer. In our case, correct answer is option C. So you can easily be proud of yourself. And right now, once more, I'm going to show you this solution to this question. So first of all, parentheses right here at this point. Secondly, we can actually get rid of this parentheses because we have all the time 4, so it's not like a complicated expression. Third one, powers. The fourth one, multiplication and division. And don't forget about multiplication and division. You need to do it at once. So this is like multiplication, division. As you can see right here, multiplication, division are tied for priority or importance. So we need to find all division multiplication sign. You need to underline it, and I recommend you to put like imaginary brackets in your head, or just with the pen. It will not be a mistake when you, for example, put brackets right here. This is just for you. Maybe you can easily do this without any problem. So this is like for you. You can easily do this, and you're gonna have the next thing, subtraction. So in the end, we don't have addition. Of course, we have it right here, but we don't need to mention it because we go like step by step right here. Okay, so it was my solution to this question. I really hope you enjoyed. I really hope you learned something new, and don't feel bad if you got this wrong. If you need help with any of these classes, I have a lot of like more than 300 or 400 videos with different basic algebra questions. So I really enjoy doing this video, and if you do, you can easily support me with the video like, with a dislike, and of course it's really kind of you when you leave your response, because this is, and of course it's really great when you solve this question absolutely correctly, because to be honest, it's not a hard question. It's just quick, relaxing question just for everyone, because age doesn't matter right here. Everyone can test knowledge, and of course everyone can learn a little bit about basic math. And I really hope you do enjoy this type of content, and I really appreciate when you watch these videos. It's really kind of you. So thank you everyone for your time. Wish you all the best in your life. Take care of yourself. Also, don't feel bad if you got this wrong. You can easily look at these quick tips right here, and you will understand everything. And my tips for you: don't like solve this question randomly. Just learn a little bit about this quick checklist, PEMDAS, BODMAS, all these like steps. Just try to learn, try to scan it with your eyes right now, and use this stuff in your math class. So everything will be great. So thank you everyone for your time. Wish you all the best in your life. Take care of yourself. Have a great day. Also, see you in the next videos. Take care of yourself and have a great day.